Hello and welcome back to Challenge on the Compound 2.0. We are here for the back nine coverage. Front nine was very exciting. Bob going 3 under through the front nine, and he's 1 over. This is presented by Basket Bashers, by the way. Basket Bashers, tell us a little bit about Basket Bashers.
Basket Bashers, they came on and they wanted to sponsor this. They're out of state, and I've got people down in Macon area that really represent them. And when I got talking with Logan about coming on and sponsoring, he was super pumped about it, and he wanted to really represent a private course like this. So I was like, shoot, yeah, I definitely want him to be on here. But yeah, definitely Bob is cruising through the front nine. Hole 10, we got an island hole, hazard island, so if you land off of it, you play it where it lies with a stroke penalty, but it's a gimme. It's to start the back nine, you want to get this one.
This is the most must-get hole on the course, 100%, in my opinion.
100%. Oh, yeah. Getting it over the wall. That's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Adrian gets in there, and
that's phenomenal. That's a tap in.
That's definitely.
See, Bob's gonna have a little tricky putt because
he's like 20 feet away.
Yeah, and that's that low basket.
Yeah,
it's an awkward putt.
It's very awkward. Jonathan went OB the first round. Let's see if he can fix that mistake.
Looks great.
Looked really good. Yep, and he is safely on. Good little 15-footer. I mean, nothing too worried about. All right, I got to come back from that bogey on hole 9.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost came back in a big way trying to put that in there.
Didn't you say before that you aced it like twice the last 2 rounds you played?
Yeah, the week before this event, I aced it twice. The first time I had aced it, I had aced it twice in the same week, and I was like, oh, let's go make it 3 times. Yeah. So he actually did skirt a little bit. He's like right on the wall, the barrier. But he's in bounds.
You see him moving around.
Exactly.
Trying to get a.
He's got to go around that tree. Yeah. There's one tree between them, and he's drained it. Great putt. Get the bird.
That's a nice birdie right there.
It's a good way to start your back nine.
Yeah, it puts him at 8 under.
I'm gonna say I've skirted to the wall as well. There you go.
There you go.
Get it back.
Put you back in double digits. Back at that 10 under mark.
I definitely want to keep pushing.
Bobby Bones.
There you go.
I had to move that CTP flag a little bit so you can get that out of the way.
So you get there. I was like, just don't hit that CTP flag and like be rejected.
Yeah.
So, man, we got a little tap in from Adrian.
That's a star frame.
Star frame. That's the first star frame around. Mm-hmm. You definitely should be on that hole.
Yeah.
But moving on to hole 11. This hole is definitely a 2-shot hole. You don't want really to throw more than a mid off this tee. You want to land right here where the drone's at. And then you want to just cut right and throw down this alleyway right here to the basket. And everything that's not in the short grass is all OB. So it's just staying inside the ropes and making sure that you've got a good placement so you can have an easy second shot to get your birdie. Little early release for Bob. That's
straight OB.
That's straight OB. I don't think he was in bounds at all. Good stop. That's Adrian. Yep, that's a great shot. It's a really good shot by Adrian.
Fletcher's tracking me down.
Oh yeah, he was.
Right there at the short tee.
I was gonna say I saw his was expecting to flip up. I was like, oh, I should be all right. So I throw mine, and it turns into a cut roller, and it is somehow safe. Yeah. No idea how it was safe, but it was somehow safe.
It just cut rolled all the way back in. It was really cool to see.
I was like, that was crazy because as soon as I let it go and I saw the cut roll, I was like, nah, it went straight OB.
Oh, Bob, that's his second shot. I mean, or technically his third shot.
That's his third shot, yeah. That's his third shot.
And here's y'all's little discussion about, is this in, is this out?
Because with the rope not being completely tight, we had to pull it tight to see exactly if I was in bounds. I was literally a finger in bounds. Like, I was just...
Okay. I don't have a problem.
Definitely way too close for comfort on that one.
That was a good break, though.
That was a good break.
Do not want to go out of bounds off the tee.
I'll just say, let's see if I can capitalize from it.
And I do that too.
Definitely yank. Definitely an awkward one. And
that being said, you don't want to go out of bounds.
You don't want to go out of bounds at all.
Ever, yeah.
You really don't want to go out of bounds at all, but yank that one a little bit. Same thing for Jonathan, though. I mean,
that doesn't seem like his hyzer out.
It didn't hyzer out. I mean, the wind kind of changed. Basically out of bounds at the same spot. Adrian has a very good upshot. Easy, little 15-footer.
Right now, this seems like, if you get this one, you're picking up strokes because, you're putting for...
I'm putting for...
Par?
Par.
Yeah, putting for par. And so is Fletcher.
And Fletcher he's a little bit ahead of me, I believe. And then I actually can't... I'm not even a putt. I'm an upshot away from that, so...
And that's Bob's fourth. That'll be
fourth
for
shot
his bogey.
Yeah, for his bogey.
And you're running it.
I was trying, I guess. I don't know why.
Sit.
Oh, yeah, you can see the rope kind of there in the leaves, but yeah, just ran a little bit too far past it. Just didn't get it up.
That was a great bid.
That'll
get him a bogey.
That'll be a bogey as well for him.
Bob for his bogey.
Oh, just off the band.
And that'll be his first bogey all round.
Yes, it'll be a double bogey.
Oh, double bogey.
That is a double bogey.
That was double bogey.
And that was a bad putt. Can't expect to hit the cage and then or maybe you can. You can't expect to hit the cage and go in. I was like,
you got a birdie out of it.
You got a birdie out of it. So I mean, he's making a charge, but
I guess the difference is y'all were kind of never mind. And Fletcher
for the bogey. Yeah, then me and Bob both tapping in double bogeys. But I mean, he picked up 2 strokes on Adrian picked up 2 strokes on Jonathan and 3 strokes on me and
Bob. Yeah,
I mean that's solid. But moving on to hole 12, downhill, going left to right. It's a gorgeous hole. Just throw a forehand or a turnover with a mid-range. No OB besides the ridge that's on the left side going down to the dirt road, and another guarded green. We've got a good bit of trees right in the way, but you should be able to maneuver around either long or short of those gaps. Through is a little short, but he got a little bit of a roll to it, so you got a circle 2 look at it. There's a little bit of a drop off behind this basket, so if you do run it, it can go for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Fletcher turnover
with a mid.
Did he flick?
He did not flick it at all. He didn't flick. He didn't flick very much at all, anyways. So, but he's circle 2 as well. My play used to be with a turnover, and then I just started throwing this flick because it was just, for me, it was more consistent. But he is predominantly backhand, and he was killing it.
Bob goes kind of both ways. He likes forehand and backhand. He chooses the forehand here, almost killing me.
But he's got an edge of circle. He's just outside circle 1, so he's got another putt.
You go both ways as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got it up, and that's exactly what you want to do, is you want to get it up and kind of push.
And that looks like the best shot of the group.
Yep, so I've got an edge of circle look at that one.
Oh, edge of circle? Really?
Edge of circle. Yeah. It was close enough. I mean, I was just inside probably what Bob was. Oh, just off the top. It's good to hit that little knob, though. That's really good to hit the knob.
Adrian?
Oh, just a little short. That drop off slightly behind it. It's very scary to run that. See what Jonathan does.
Really taking his time on this putt.
I don't blame him. That drop off behind it can be scary. No, caught the right side.
Play. Wow,
He was probably 40 feet further the first round and drained it from the berm back there. So he's got this hole figured out.
Yeah, just throw it, make the long putt.
I bet exactly. Oh, he's looking at the camera and he's eyeing it down.
Eyeing it down.
I love it. All right, can I get back on track? Got to get something going because I'm starting to lose strokes. Slow again. Like I said, just not fully committing. Got to reach for the pole.
There's still plenty of chances to make it up on this back nine. I mean, this
Definitely.
back nine, honestly, it used to be where scoreable, very scoreable compared to the rest of the course, but now it's gotten to a point to where it's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the front nine's always been the harder nine. in the back nine, you want to get as many strokes as you can. But with a little bit of a couple redesigns, I'm a little frustrated. I'm just putting's just high or low. That's all I'm missing. I'm not missing left or right, just high or low. But back nine definitely is the one you want to score on. But this one, not a gimme. A hole 13, the only true wooded hole on the entire course, and it is very tight. You got the 2 pine trees right off the tee, and then you've got to miss this one single tree if you hit the designed fairway to get into this green. It's very, very tight.
This is almost a bonus.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's hard, and he's throwing backhand, which he got it the first round, which was crazy. He got it
that's
first.
insane.
This is not a backhand hole.
Backhand.
He turns it over just a little bit. He gets smacked down, but center fairway. That's nothing wrong with center fairway, though.
I mean, this gap, you kind of got to flex it a little bit, and then you want it to hyzer out. I mean, at one point, I just started doing a full-on hyzer just to get it through the whole gap.
Get into the gap.
That's just low.
This is low. Yep, it just dropped out of his hand. But he's still fairway. There's nothing wrong with being in the fairway because you can get around that slight corner at the beginning. You have a straight shot.
Now, you need strokes at this point.
I do.
You need less strokes, actually.
Yeah, I need to start getting back on track. And just early. Just early release. And it just felt like the disc just fell out of my hand. And at that point, I had nothing. I had nothing where I was. I was
about to say, that was very tight right there.
Nothing there. So it's looking like I'm going to be just scrambling to get the bogey. Let's see what Jonathan does. Jonathan's a little bit past the basket, but he got himself to circle one. So
I'm about where I'm. Oh, you can see where I'm lined up here. So where Jonathan landed, he's about 25, 20 feet.
20, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right inside circle one.
Yeah.
He's got himself a putt, which is a good scramble.
And
I just didn't get the angle. He didn't get.
Yeah.
He wanted the Anheuser out of his hand, but he just did not get the angle.
So are you thinking I want to throw this in?
No, I was just let's stop the bleeding at this point, and I just let it go super early. I've got a putt. I've got a 25 footer that I can make, but I was like, let's get this as close to the basket as possible because my putting's just a little bit off right now, and I need to figure out why. I need to work through it, but Adrian laying up his up shot to get a par. Nothing wrong with that at all. Definitely not losing strokes.
Bob, this will be for his par. Oh, that's...
He kind of just pulled it right.
This would be a great putt.
This is a great putt for it to save his par. Got it, too. Great save. Great save. I was going into this hole with Jonathan and myself tied. I was like, it just taken because I just got to make this putt. I want to keep, and there you go. So I lose a stroke to Jonathan on the hole, which doesn't feel good being up 3 going into the round, but.
Yeah, how are you thinking right now? Like, how are you feeling? I mean,
I wasn't feeling as bad. I was feeling a little upset just with my putting because I've been on the green so many times and not finish the hole. I just can't seem to finish a hole properly, and it's killing my game, and it kind of like it goes back over to falls back onto my drives where I'm like, oh, I've got to be closer if I'm not making putts. But hole 14, this is one of the new redesigned holes. 280 feet. It's pretty straightforward. 280 feet, just straight out the gap onto a little hill, on a barrel, of course. So it's a little bit more elevated.
Oh, that looked like it clipped a little branch.
It clipped a little something, but it's still going. I mean, he's still...
Wow, he got all the way through there.
He got all the way out there. He's circle one. I mean, he's got to look. He might be... I think he's right at the edge, if I remember correctly.
Fraire, that's high.
That's high forehand, and it just kicks down, but...
I'm surprised he forehanded there, seeing how his backhand, the way he throws his backhand. I thought he would want something straighter, just go straight in there. With how it kind of shapes the stuff on the right side, you don't want to throw into, but you also don't want to let it go early. Bob, he makes it through.
But it just doesn't flip up as much.
I mean, that is at his range. Like that's like a 40-footer right there.
And I just didn't commit it all to this shot. I'm fighting through the woods on the left, just trying to get something going.
So is Adrian here.
Adrian
really
is
wants to
not
get
in a
out
good
of this.
spot.
Yeah. This is the one spot you kind of, or I guess there's many spots you don't want to be in, but this is one of them.
This is one of them because you got all these little, it's underbrush. It's just small trees, and you just got to find a way to get out.
Tomahawking it out of there.
And it works.
Dude, he's actually really good at that. That's the second time I've seen him do that, and it's just great saves. It's like not a long, it's just a little short, and it looks like he's throwing a putter.
Exactly right. And I got tripped up on something. My foot just got caught, and I yanked that way right.
Should be able to just get your par.
Just get the par.
Yeah.
I just got to
get through this hole.
Get
to
through
the
this
next
hole.
one.
Yeah, just see what I can do the next one. Oh, just a little
Sit.
low. Sit down.
Oof.
Yep, that's a. I'll keep
Now
the
this
par.
this is to take 2 strokes.
Two strokes, yes. Well, really 4 strokes in the last 4 holes. I mean, he's been, and it just low.
That was low all the way. Yeah.
Low all the way.
I mean, with that barrel there, it changes your putt. You're gonna have to putt higher than you usually do.
But yeah, I mean, John has taken 4 strokes out of 4 holes now. Now I've kind of stopped the bleeding with him missing that one. So just down by 1. I guess that was one of the most frustrating things during this round for me is I was leading by 3 and then I'm down by 1 with, we only went through 4 holes. I'm just like, I got to just trying to figure out a way to get back into it. But all pars on that hole, so not too crazy going on. This is probably the hardest hole in the course. Hole 15, just throwing straight through these 2 pines. This is the short basket on the barrel right here. You want to be at that basket if you want to have any chance of birdieing this hole. And then you have a completely roped off peninsula entry to this green. The walls are fixed. The walls were up during this.
Can't see, but Fletcher's coming onto the screen here, and
he absolutely it's perfect. Like, this is absolutely. I wanted to see this just because during the round I was like, where did he go? Because it's absolutely. He got around the corner,
that was the most perfect drive.
That was the best shot I've seen on this hole. Like that is absolutely perfect.
No flip.
No flip whatsoever.
That's the bad spot. You don't want to be on the left side at all.
No, if you want your miss to be right.
Yeah, right. That's what I did during my first round, and I just missed right. And I actually saw that I had a clear opening if I went right.
Exactly.
Those Mandos are no longer there, except the ones in the very back, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The ones in the very back are definitely.
I can't throw that far anyways. It didn't matter.
I didn't think so either. And I was like, those Mandos should only be a second shot if you're short, but absolutely hits. He hits the short basket.
During that, you could hear him saying, like, watch out, Cameron, because it's looking like he's coming straight at me.
All right, I've just got to get back on track. I throw. I felt like this was absolutely perfect, and it just kept drifting.
Yeah, this
and drifting. Going. And drifting, and I missed the Mando that's over here. I missed the right Mando. I honestly didn't think that was possible. So to the drop zone I go. That's Adrian's pitch out to get him.
And this is no easy shot because that OB wraps around.
It wraps around. It's very tight green. And the good thing about this tournament was this was definitely a let's see how these new holes go. And this is one that's going to have some slight changes to this OB. And that was wait. Oh my gosh.
See, that's the tough part about that OB right there.
That's the tough part.
That turns into a tough par save when that should have been almost a birdie.
Exactly.
You know?
Adrian just
same thing. I mean, he hits a tree
too.
right there, goes OB. Now he's looking to if he makes that, what's that, for a bogey?
He's putting that's bogey now, and this is he's got himself
perfect. I mean,
20 feet.
20 feet.
20 feet is nothing more. This is me from the drop zone. Perfect.
That should be a great save right there.
That's a good save.
But you're in a place to where you might still lose a stroke.
Exactly. I mean, he's 20 feet. He's about to chase. That's going to be another stroke.
This is for Bob's par.
Got it.
Oh, wow. No chains.
No chains whatsoever, but that's a good par. I mean, it's just a bad roll that kept him from getting the birdie.
Fletcher.
He missed it right, and I was honestly watching that again. I was shocked that he missed that. I was like, I'm definitely losing a stroke on this hole because of how his drive was just so perfect.
Especially the way his putting's been. I mean,
his putting's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anything inside circle one, he's hitting. So that was a shock for all of us. This is Adrian, I believe, for double bogey. Yep, double bogey. And then here comes the longest hole in the course. This drive is very demanding. Hole 16, par 5, 802 feet. You just want to get out that gap. You want to push further down and then go around the trees. And then you just basically want to play down to down here where this Mando is on the right. You want to stay left of that. You want to kind of just play down here for your second shot and then have an easy up shot to the basket.
This hole has changed to where now you must get out of this gap.
Exactly.
I mean, it used to be just a throw it as far as you can, but now
it's still
adds
it's still a throw as far as you can,
Yeah.
but it's definitely
But there's a gap involved.
There's a gap.
now,
There's a
which I actually love this change into the hole because
Oh,
it actually gives like kind of like instead of just because I can't throw very far, but it gives me a chance to kind of use my accuracy. Or
exactly.
use
You want.
something
You want.
can
It was
do.
like with the old design of this hole. It was basically it was an easy birdie.
It was an
But
easy
and there's also a chance in an eagle. I took
Yeah.
the chance for eagle out
Oh,
completely.
yeah.
There's no chance for eagle.
I was about to say, if you eagle this,
That's something.
You threw the best second shot I've ever seen.
Exactly. I hit a very skinny gap, and I have no idea how, but it put me in
Yeah, that was
the perfect
insane.
spot.
Like he flipped it. I mean,
I know. I was like, what? But so everybody's getting out the gap though. It just depends on where your disc stops, and you can be in behind some trees.
Yeah, it looks like he still has the opening right.
He has
to
the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has that left side opening, which is what the old hole used to be. Yep. So he's just got to turn it. He's just got to flip it over.
Wow.
And that is going. That
He was
is.
throwing a lot of forehands, but I mean, seeing his backhand, I feel like he can utilize his backhand more often than his forehands.
Oh, definitely. He's been killing it. This is a great shot from Jonathan as well.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
He crushed it.
He's crushed it. Yeah.
He's absolutely crushed it, and it's hard being that because you got some very tight
I was about to
gaps.
say that if you would have hit a tree and stopped, he would have had a more angle. But now he has those trees in his way,
These super small trees.
where
in
it
his
kind of
way.
almost it'd be a great birdie now. to get
Exactly
through there.
right. Exactly right.
Bob's just crushing it as far as he can.
Basically, yeah, exactly
But he
right.
must think about there's a man.
There's a Mando that you have to stay left of, and he is just cruising. And he put himself in a really good spot.
Yeah, that's a great position.
That's a great spot. Just a little forehand into the green.
You're looking to match that.
Trying to. Definitely trying to. I've got to get back on track. I'm still only down one. I've got a couple favors from Jonathan in the last two holes. But, I mean, that's another good spot right there.
There it is, coming in
That
for
is.
him.
I'm gonna say
That's a long putt.
That's definitely a long putt. Circle. He's probably 50 feet out.
Either way, it should be. If he doesn't make that, he still has a par.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So Jonathan's trying to get here into the green. Just not doing that.
No, you can hear the tree getting
Tree
hit. in the
hit.
back.
Yeah. So he gets absolutely hit. Yeah, he hit
And
down.
Bob's lined up perfectly in this hole.
Exactly
I mean,
right. Now this is perfect. Yep. Easy
Yeah.
little 15-footer.
And this is Fletcher's
This
shot.
is Fletcher's
you can
shot.
see him back there.
Yeah, he's
trying
just
to
trying
say par.
to get the par. He doesn't want to give up too many strokes, and that works. I'll give him.
And now you're thinking, you smell blood. This
exactly,
is it. Like
exactly.
you need this.
If I
birdie.
can get this birdie, I can get back on track and tie him because the rounds just got
Ooh,
going
you
away.
actually clipped that tree right
I did.
there.
I was like, as soon as I threw it and I got it too high, I'm like, please God, just go. Adrian from
Oh, my
downtown.
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
50-footer, what a putt. A basket basher's, what a putt.
What a putt! Wow, that's for his birdie. So he's been charging this round too.
Oh, yeah, he's been coming up out of nowhere, too. You just kind of subtly see him moving up the leaderboard.
This is to save his par. He's last hole. I mean, he's trying to get that out of his head, and he does.
He does. He gets it. He
He
really
gets it.
needed that one because with you being pretty much parked,
I'm very.
y'all are going to be tied coming in with 2 holes to go.
2 holes to play, so it's just going to be a 2 holes that are very much. Both of them are very gettable, very gettable
Wow,
holes.
bag on putt.
Exactly.
I did a disc golf science about bag on putts. Did you ever watch it?
No, I did. I did.
Yeah,
That was a while ago. I remember seeing that. That was. I was like, just bag on putt. I was like, make myself be confident about my putting. But hole 15, you've got
17.
hole 17. I apologize. Hole 17, 215 feet. You've got the right gap, which is a tunnel shot, and you got the left around side, which you'll see most of us throw is the forehand around the left side.
I think Fletcher goes down the middle, doesn't he? Try to.
He might. I can't remember right now if he does, but the forehand is around the outside, and you kind of just want to skip in there.
That's perfect.
You're aiming right at this pole, this power line pole, and if you can go left or right of it, you've got a putt. I threw this and I was like, oh, that's actually going to be really good. And I get caught down by some branches.
That's what I mean.
That's
yeah.
that's the mistake.
There is a gap, but it's almost like
you want to throw it lower.
You're trying to guessing that gap, you know?
Exactly right. But I mean, I'm still inside circle 1. I've got like a 25 footer.
Fine. This is definitely a must get at this point, especially with you and Fletcher being tied at this point.
Exactly.
We really need this.
And we're starting to worry about Adrian too, because Adrian's playing well as well.
He's bringing his way back up. Yeah,
he's 2 back of both of us.
Fletcher,
I believe,
almost ace running it.
Yeah, he goes down that middle gap, and that's something I don't do.
Yeah, and
he's further out than I am.
Yeah, I was going to say he's further out.
I'm going to say so. I've just got to see if he makes it.
Got it.
Drained it. Dead center.
Yeah, he's on point now.
He's on point.
This is going to be a battle all the way to the end.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
So now you're thinking, I have to make this.
I have to make this. I've got a little bit of a branch right to my left side that I've got to like kind of maneuver around so I don't get snagged. But just low.
That was literally an inch. That was almost a centimeter. I mean,
it's just low. That's been my miss today, and I just it's costing me because it's definitely losing strokes.
Bob does the same thing.
Same thing, just low out of the hand.
And this is pretty routine for Adrian here. He seems like
he's putting.
He's making his way all the way back up.
He's killing it.
That puts him at 7 under.
7 under, yeah. He's 1 back of me right now.
Yeah, we have 2 strokes through the top. We have a 9 under, an 8 under, and a 7 under.
As Bob and I tap it in our pars.
So this last hole is the most important hole now. This is it.
This is big time. So Jonathan's got me by 1. I mean, I was really hoping to make that to kind of just like push, but 18. It's another 2-shot hole where you just want something. You just want something to go straight to this pole, maybe like 20 feet past it, and then it goes dogleg right. And you just want to be right of the Mando that's right here on this tree to the left, and just stick it close to the basket. I would say it's very similar to hole 11 in the design because it's a 2-shot hole. This one's maybe a little bit further off the drive. Adrian throws
gets around the corner, but you're kind of cut off.
You are really cut off. So I mean, it's going to be a very touchy shot from right there. Basically, the closer you are to that wood line on the right side, it's very tricky to get in there, especially with the Mando there.
This is big time here. He's throwing a backhand.
He turns it over.
Hits the one tree.
One tree you have to kind of miss. So
he's in an okay spot, but not a great spot. You're kind of looking at this like, this is my chance.
This is the chance right here. Exactly right. If he gets by that tree might have saved him, because if he gets by that tree, he's in the woods.
That's true.
He's 100% in the woods. Bob
misses the gap.
He hits the tree on the left.
This is a big moment right here.
I throw it.
Oh, you lace it.
Absolutely.
You bomb it.
It's bombed.
I didn't even know you could throw a forehand that far. I mean, that's incredible. That's huge.
That's massive. That felt really good hitting that gap. I was like, all right, I've got a chance. I mean,
Bob is going for a roller right now. He really wants the birdie.
Exactly right.
He's like, you know what? Forget the rating. I want this birdie right now. You know.
He's lining it up. I mean, he's all in on this one. And he gets it down but it just
he forgets there's a Mando there.
Mando.
Maybe he
was trying to.
but
I mean, he rolled right by the basket.
That would have been a great. I mean,
this right here is the tournament.
This
right here is the tournament right here. If he can stick this close, he wins. Besides me maybe throwing something in, but he absolutely. This shot looks good out of his hand. Skips off the top.
Which actually is not a great thing because now he's further back than he would have been.
He's a good 25, 30 feet back. So I mean, he's still got a putt. But at this point with his putting, I'm like, I've got to throw this in. I have to.
Oh, so you're running this?
I'm running this 100%. Just a little bit.
That's a great run.
A little bit right side. I had to.
It's all. I mean, you kind of put the ball back in his court though. Now it's like, hey, you have to make this putt because, there's a chance that I'm going to make this putt.
Exactly right. Bob laying his up from the drop zone.
This would be Adrian. For a birdie. This is at the moment. This is the tie me. Yeah, he does. That was a no doubter.
That was no doubter. His putting just came alive.
Look at that. He leads it in there. I like that.
Oh yeah,
he's it in there.
He's got it. He's got that putter working this round. He's getting it. But this right here is for the win.
This is for the tournament.
This is for the tournament.
Taking extra time on this one.
I don't blame him. This is big. He drains
And
it.
that seals the deal right
That seals
there.
it right there.
You can see the triumph with a little fist bump.
That seals it right there. Good stuff. He came back.
Good stuff. That was 2 5-under rounds, gives him at 10 under.
10 under. That's pretty good. Now just me.
This will be securing second place, which there is money involved, so you need this second place.
And just high left. Doesn't connect.
So that will make you and Adrian tied for second.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Tied for second.
Bob taps out his bogey, puts him at 3 over through everything, but 1 under through the round. He's still feeling pretty good.
I tap in my par to go even, so that's kind of a letdown from that first round, shooting 8 down, bogey free, but it is what it is when you're putting. Just when my putting started falling apart, that's just how it goes. And it was a good. I let Jonathan come back, and he definitely took it. So I definitely congratulate Jonathan. But
yeah, good job, Jonathan Fletcher. Battle all the way through. I mean, that was very exciting to watch. Hopefully, Jonathan Fletcher will come back. Maybe have a little rematch. You know?
Exactly. Come back and defend that title next year.
Yeah, defend that title. That'd be great.
But yeah, thanks for having me on, Cameron. This was awesome.
Oh yeah,
thank you for coming out here to film this, because this is the first footage